Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have this Gigi Hadid inspired makeup look. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. So as for my hair, to start off, I'm just going to go ahead and part it over to the side. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it back for the makeup section. First thing I'm going to go in with for the skin today is OFRA primer. This is the Rodeo Drive primer. So this is, as you can see, very highlighty. It is mixed with a highlighter inside, which is amazing. And for her skin in particular, it looked pretty much perfect. It definitely had a nice glow to her skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over my skin, kind of focusing it to the higher tops of my cheekbones. Spritzing my skin with Milani Make It Dewy Mist. And then I'm going in with a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer just to kind of lock in the pores in the center of my face, just so those are kind of hidden. But this step is obviously optional. For foundation, I'm going in and mixing both of these. This is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating and the NYX Born to Glow Foundation. I'm going to leave shades and all of the products I'm using in today's video down below in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and place this all over my skin, and honestly did not have to mix the two, but I did it once before and I loved the way that my skin looked. Beautiful coverage, beautiful complexion. So I decided to mix it again, and honestly, it was amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this all over my skin as well to my neck. And of course, I will add a little bit more to the cheek area as well. But I love that the finish is still flawless-like, but also skin-like as well. So adore that. And I think it goes pretty perfect for this look. So I'm going to put this everywhere. For concealer, I'm taking CoverGirl Undercover Concealer and placing that directly underneath my eye where I have a little bit more of darkness, as well as the bridge of my nose, a little bit extra on my Cupid's bow, and then my chin and forehead. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out like I always do using this sponge, kind of keeping it in the exact spot that I placed it in, but bringing it down just a little bit more into the middle section of my face, just to give a little bit more of a brightening look there. But this color is not really a brightening color, but you guys get it. And blend it out. Taking Rimmel, this is the Insta Contour Stick, and this is in the color 200, so it is a little bit light, but I kind of like my contour colors to be a little bit more lighter and ashier. So I'm going to place it in the areas that I usually contour, so down the bridge of my nose, the sides of my cheeks, and just really sculpt out the face by the temples and forehead. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that out with a sponge, upwards motion, just to kind of create that shadow there. And we are going to go in with powder afterwards, so although this may not look too drastic, it will look a little bit more intensified using powder to set it down. But in the original photo of her, she's not really having a strong contour either, so that's okay. If you wanted to make it a more stronger contour, you totally can use a deeper shade. Next, to go right over top of that contour stick, I'm taking the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is in the color 200. I'm taking it with this Wonder Beauty angled brush and just basically pressing it on top of the contour we already put down, and then just doing circular motions to the cheek area. But I feel like doing this really intensifies the shade a little bit more, but also brings some life back into the skin, I guess. I really do like this bronzer. It's beautiful, and I think it just gives a really subtle kind of bronze to the skin. So we'll go in with more bronzer later, but this is just really to initially place it down. And I just pretty much bring it everywhere we did the other one, all around the perimeter of the face. Then we're going to take Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder to go ahead and set the underneath of my eyes, as well as the chin, forehead, all of those areas that we did not set down yet. And again, this powder makes you feel like you're putting down something wet on your skin, which is the craziest feeling ever, but it makes your skin look so flawless. I can't get over the finish of it. So I'm just going to apply it in all of those areas and then take a separate brush after doing so, and then just kind of brush away the remaining. And it is gorgeous. This powder has to be tied with my Allure Mercier, which that is my all-time favorite, so that says a lot. Moving into the eyes, we're going to take the OFRA highlighter and bronzer on the Glow palette. This is one of my favorite palettes because it's super versatile. You can use it for the skin, you can use it for the eyes, which is what we're doing right here, so it's literally amazing. I'm going to take it on this bigger fluffy brush and run it into my crease, just really getting a transition for our eyes. And for this look today, she did not have a super strong eye look by any means, but it totally was a bronze highlighter look. If you look at it, that's what it reminds me of. So I'm just going to really define the area of her eye just to get a little bit of a bronze in there, and then we're going to move into a little bit more of a deeper outer corner. Same kind of color, so same bronzer. You can use any bronzer for this, and I'm just going to apply that to the crease and outer corner of the eye, and then we're going to basically take a highlighter shade and pop that onto the lid. So once we kind of get and build up our desired look for the crease and all of that, we're just going to pop in a highlighter shade running on the entire lid and inner corner area, and then on top of this we are going to layer it. So I'm just going to be using my finger to initially apply it, and then we're going to be taking another shade to go right over top. Next, going in with Persona Identity 2 palette. This is a brand new palette and I'm literally in love with this. Can we just look for a second? Like, these colors are amazing. I'm going to go in with this color Loyal, which is a nice matte color. I'm going to take it on this crease brush and run it back and forth in windshield wiper motions right above that highlight shade where we have the crease shade as well, just to kind of build that up a little bit and just further blend it out using this color on the brush. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Anastasia amrezy highlighter and just pop that into the inner corners of my eye, brow bone area, and then just kind of further blend out the lid just to kind of mesh all those together. So I did keep my outer corner area a little bit lighter than what Gigi was rocking, but if you wanted to make it a little bit more bold, just amp up the color just a little bit. Hopping back into the Persona palette, I'm taking this beautiful yellowy gold color called Unique, and I'm going to put this right into the center of the lid using this brush, kind of packing it on and blending it and meshing it into that champagne color we have. For this look, she definitely had more of a champagne, goldish kind of vibe happening, but it definitely looked a little bit yellow in some lightings. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that into the center just to really make that more of like the focus. But when we go ahead and blend it and mesh it with the other colors on the lid, it does still appear yellow, but definitely has a nice blend to it, so it's not super harsh. So I'm going to keep on doing that and then take my blending brush and blend above it with that crease color, and it'll just kind of all fade together. So for the lower lash line section, I'm going to go ahead and take a define brush and run a little bit of that bronzer shade from that OFRA palette, but you can use any bronzer shade. Go ahead and run that on the lower lash line, kind of like halfway. Then I'm going to hop back into the Persona palette and take the color Brave and just kind of intensify that area just a little bit more, kind of build up that lower lash line area and extend it towards like the outer corner of my eye. For this look, it definitely looked like she was rocking a shadow kind of wing. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this define brush again with that brown color in the palette, as well as mixing it a little bit with the black, pressing this into like a wing formation, extending it out a little bit. And it's really easy to do like wings like this using shadow as opposed to using like a liquid liner. And I just think it's a lot softer looking. I think it looks beautiful. So that's what it looks like going on in the photo. I could be wrong. She could be using a liquid liner, but I just kind of wanted to take it this route and use it with a shadow. So I'm just going to go ahead and extend the line a little bit and kind of blend on that shadow, and it just looks super soft. I'm just going to take a brush and continue to soften out that line and kind of mesh it up into the gold area we have going on using this angled brush. For a little bit more bronze, I'm taking L'Oreal Bronze Please in the shade 3. And I'm going to go ahead and put this with a stippling brush all over my cheeks, extending it into the contour we had going on from earlier. And this stuff smells amazing, by the way. Taking CoverGirl True Blend highlighter. I'm obsessed with this highlighter, you guys. Taking it on this Morphe brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the highest points of my cheekbones, as well as like my cupid's bow, nose, forehead, all of those areas. And I'm also going to do my décolletage, collarbone, and shoulders because I am wearing an off-the-shoulder top. Did the Salon Perfect 614s to keep it kind of natural. I also trimmed them a bit as well, like hers. Then I'm going in with Maybelline Lash Temptation Mascara and just coating it to the roots. So for lips, she definitely was rocking more of a deeper nude. So today I'm taking NYX lip liner in the color Sandstorm. I'm going to go ahead and line up my lips and fill them in just a little bit. I'm also overlining just a tad. And then I'm going in with NARS lipstick in the color Pigaline, I believe. And I feel like it may have been a little bit too dark for this look, but don't worry because we're going to go ahead and kind of soften it and add a gloss over top of that. Then I'm just going to take Persona Gloss in the color Honey and just pop that onto the lips. You can, of course, just leave it into the center, but I got a little crazy, but you could do it in the center. Then I'm going to go in with Rodeo Drive Face and Body Mist from OFRA Cosmetics. Look how sickening that looks. So stunning. It's going to go ahead and set down the makeup as well as give an extra glow. So this was my take on it, and it may not be identical, but I had so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!